substance, quality, and a look at life as it really is, then this is not for you. But if you're looking for sensational distortions of reality and information that has no relevance whatsoever with anything the least bit important, then you've come to the right place. Today, we're taking a look at an almost extraordinary man from Trenton, New Jersey. Welcome to the world of fun, excitement, and independence. Welcome to the world of Dave Savadge, self-proclaimed adventurer and all-around great guy. The ex-civil servant says achieving his independence from the working class was not all that difficult. The self-made man exclaims, independence came easy. All I had to do was quit my job. Dave has left behind his job, home, family, friends, and mind to make his new home in a place he says he's discovered all his own. A place away from it all. Dave said he'd share this secret place with us. A place Dave says he decided to call Los Angeles, California.
Man.
So, here we are at the eve of the big trip. In a few hours we'll be getting ready for bed and up early tomorrow to take off.
Do you have it mapped out?
As a matter of fact, I do. Let's see, somewhere in the United States. Let's see, where's the United States? China, Africa, North America. Is the United States? New Jersey, and we go up there and make a left, and we come through Pennsylvania, Ohio, all the way across, take 70 into California, and we take 70 off of 210. come down, make a right on Palms, and that runs into Inglewood, and see 3717 Inglewood Boulevard. And I'll park my car right there.
Is that right?
What do you want me to say, but best of luck.
Oh, thank you. I hope everybody keeps wishing me luck. I should do okay.
Yeah, I hope your trip out there is interesting, and I hope your future out there is successful, Dave.
Okay, thanks, Adam. Yeah.
No, I wish you luck and future success in your endeavors.
I appreciate that very much. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
And it was good to see you. Good to get you on camera.
Thank you very much.
And one of these days, we'll have you on camera in a whole different environment.
Okay.
Because you'll be out there one of these days and having a great time.
All right. Looking forward to seeing the film and your.
I'll start picking up T-shirts like that eventually.
Like that. Okay. Appreciate it.
Can we?
Thank you very much.
We'll get a token one of these deals, and then you can fade the camera out. You know, so
Are we in the camera here?
probably yeah.
Okay.
The two brutes. We're just sitting around here, just got back from a wonderful going away dinner. The treat was on Mom and Otto, and it was very nice of them both. Let Steve just bring, I know it, well, I'll keep it on Otto for a little bit. As soon as you get off of Otto, bring it back here because I'm going to give my special mom a big smooch in the face. This is on camera now, so we're gonna do the puck her up. Okay, here we go.
That was nice.
Thank you very much.
Only mustache tickle.
I was just going to say, she probably want me to grow a mustache now.
How's your window?
We're leaving.
You cleaning?
We're leaving, and Steve wants to show you how we packed the car because it's like jigsaw puzzle and everything's real tight and can't get anything else in. We had a jug, a water jug, that we had to discard the box that it was in because that's how tight everything is. You know, really, it's real bad. It's a real bad situation. I don't
You
think.
should have gotten one of those carry-alls.
I don't think we're
Steven
gonna make it.
suggested.
Well,
Don't say that. You're not going to make it.
I don't think we're gonna make it, Mom.
We can stop at a Kmart on the way.
Yeah, he says we can stop at a Kmart on the way. Maybe we'll do that and stop at a Kmart in St. Louis and see what they look like.
Yeah.
Alright, Steve, how's everything looking? Everything look okay? Alright, I guess we'll say goodbye now.
Goodbyes on tape.
Alright, let me close this.
Boy can't close the trunk.
Don't worry about it, Ma. We'll get it. We'll get it.
You have a safe trip. You too, Steve.
Good boy. Alright. Alright.
Don't forget to call me every night.
Give me another one.
Dave, call me every night. Yeah. You hear?
Steve.
And don't forget, if you get tired, just pull over.
Just
sleep for a while.
run off the road.
Well, don't sleep in a car. Stop at a hotel or motel.
Okay.
All right?
It's not an easy word to say. Sometimes life turns out that way.
We're parking cars and pumping gas. Hey. I got lots of friends in San Jose. Whoa, 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 whoa. Do you know the way to San Jose? Whoa, 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 whoa. That's good. Dun, 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 dun. Whoa, 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 whoa. Here comes that horse truck again.
Horses, horses! Hello, Wilbur!
We went through a few mountains. Going through the mountains, through the tunnels, was somewhat aesthetically appealing. The whole experience of just thinking about the engineering that went into building these tunnels through the mountains and then traveling through them, going into the dark tunnel and coming out, seeing the other side of the mountain. Those kind of things can become extremely interesting and important to you when you've been on the road for like 12 hours. It becomes an event, something that you might not ordinarily think too much of, becomes the highlight of your life at that point.
Wir fahren, fahren, fahren auf der Autobahn. Wir fahren, fahren, fahren auf der Autobahn.
Pennsylvania's been pretty much overcast, rainy, whatever you call it, fog, misty, not very sunny at all. But a pleasant drive. Not terribly exciting, but not very boring either. Stopped off at a couple rest areas and let nature do its work. I had to urinate again for the 10th time. Probably, I don't know. At least 3 or 4. And
Getting a little groggy now. It's 2 in the afternoon. We plan to be driving another 8 hours. See a lot of moving vans on the road. Maybe 7 hours. Let me correct that. Country road to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama. Take me home, country road. This can't be the place. No. Dave. Yeah, it's now 7:30. 7:30. We've been on the road since 7:30.
12 hours?
This morning. 12 hours. 12 complete hours. Count them. 12 hours. We're going to be on the road yet for another 2 or 3 hours. So we should be in really good shape. Yeah. By then.
Temperature right now, what is it? It's like a muggy kind of
It's not too bad
high
now.
70s maybe. It's
Comfortable now, but earlier, God.
There's some bugs around here too getting me. Bugs.
Where was it we stopped for dinner?
Racks. The Racks.
What town was that?
That was in okay, before Zanesville, it was in we want to get to Cambridge. That's it.
And it was muggy as hell. I couldn't believe a place that far inland would be that muggy.
Yeah.
Incredible. This isn't quite as bad.
It's pretty quiet around here. Everything else is trucks, vehicles, space exploration vehicles, everything.
That's about it, wouldn't you say? Yeah. It's 10:20 in Newcastle. Yeah, we're Indiana. We're in Indiana, and I hope we don't run into any more hassles. 'Cause we're
we're getting ready to fly into life's mystery. We don't know where the hell we're gonna end up to be. Getting ready to fly into the mystery. No, well, no. This ain't Boston. And the directions, we might have lost them. But who cares? Because we're getting ready to fly into life's mystery. We don't know where the hell, what the hell, who the hell, how the hell we're gonna care what the hell we're gonna end up to be. Getting ready to fly into the mystery. Fly into the mystery. Thank you. Hold the applause. Yep, just driving around Indiana looking for some food and some gas. Of course, if I can find some food, I'll probably get some gas. Well, we're in Terre Haute, just sort of getting our act together, and time is almost 2:04. It's 2:04. My watch is a little fast. And we're going to be heading through the time zone change. And we'll be changing our watches any minute now. We're at Stuckey's. Just got done having a quarter-pound hot dog. Had like this thick skin on it. It almost looked obscene, but it tasted pretty good. And we are in, I'll show you where we're at in a second. We're on our way to St. Louis. And at the moment, we're right there.
And where's St. Louis?
Exit 30. St. Louis is right down here.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to visit the old Gateway Arch. All right?
Okay.
Would you like to do that? Sure you would. Come along. Okay, kids. It's on to St. Louis. To hell with Stuckey's. To hell with Stuckey's and their big bargain.
Having never been to the Arch, the Gateway Arch, there was a certain amount of excitement upon first noticing it on the horizon, seeing it off in the distance, off in the haze, wondering just how large it might be, seeing it above the trees, in context amongst the other buildings and so forth. And there it is, right alongside the Interstate 70. Quite an impressive piece of architecture.
riverboat, the Huck Finn and Tom Sawyer. Visit the captain in the pilot house as he tells you the history of the Mississippi and this great river city. Tickets are on sale right now for the next 1-hour cruise. Don't miss the boat.
Man, I don't know. Steve and I were driving along the freeway and we started getting hungry and figured we'd pull off and get something to eat. Thought I saw a McDonald's off the side of the road, and so pulled over, and there's no McDonald's. It was this thing, and I don't know, really kind of ticked off. So I was gonna look around St. Louis, see if I can find something to eat.
Okay, so you go in, you buy your ticket, you wait too long, and there's a museum, and you look around and you see like stuffed animals, stuffed bison, stuffed bears, I don't know. You might even find stuffed mother-in-laws if you look hard enough. There's a bunch of places to sit down, you get vending machines, there's pictures of all kinds of things. Okay, so you got your ticket. While you're looking through the museum, you hear your name called. No, you don't hear your name. Come on, pay attention. You don't hear your name. What you do hear is your departure time. And so you run, you kick over a bunch of little kids, you knee some old ladies in the back, and you finally work your way to the line. And if you're really smart, you'll be in the front of the line. And you'll be ready to go into your little car that takes you to the top of the arch. And so there you are. There you are with your friend and your camera and your video camera, waiting to get into that car to take you to the top of the Gateway Arch of St. Louis. And there you are, waiting there like a cow in a herd of cattle, waiting to be shuttled in. You're sitting there, you're standing there, whatever you have to be doing. You might be even passed out there waiting, feeling somewhat like a cow. It didn't seem real healthy going into those little cars. You can squeeze in about 4 people, but I think the healthy way to go is either 1 or 2. Outside of that, it's just not advisable. I wouldn't advise it to any friends of mine. You try, but unfortunately, there's always crowds at tourist traps, and they try and cram in as many as they can. So here you are, crammed in with some couple of jerks you really don't want to be with, in his tin can, dragging you up to the top of this piece of crap. No, piece of impressive architecture. I keep forgetting that's what I started to call it. And I don't know, it goes about 10-15 miles an hour, some real impressive speed. And it makes a lot of noise, and when you get to the top, well, gee, you can see all of St. Louis. Maybe not all of it, and it's really worth your while.
out there. Look.
I don't want to.
This has been here for 20 years.
She hasn't, that's the problem.
Look here.
I can't.
Oh, okay.
Aaron.
It's just tilting to make it level.
See, did your dad tell you? It would tilt to make it level.
I told you it was going to do that.
Oh, they snowing some of those girls that were crying. Dad, I can't see out.
You can't see anything?
We made it.
When you reach the top of the stairs, please keep moving towards the center of the arch and do not stop at the first or second windows. Please keep moving towards the center of the arch and do not stop at the first or second windows. Thank you.
Each tram brings up 40 on each side. The top is built to hold.
This place to me looks like the office of a discount proctologist.
Guard that joint, my friend. Pass it over to me. Don't guard that joint, my friend. Pass it over to me. Roll another one. Just like the other one. You've been hanging on to it, and I sure would like a hit.
I set the clock radio this morning and went off. Woke up with Phil Collins. Went to bed with Tom Collins. And both of them left a bad taste in my mouth. Some water. Yeah, I'm so thirsty. Oh, that's nice. Oh, looks like there's another one over there.
There was partly sunny westbound along I-70, Manhattan 102, Salina 104, and Russell 107. Eastbound along I-70, Kansas City, cloudy 96, and Columbia partly sunny 83 degrees. It was mostly sunny southbound along the Kansas Turnpike, Emporia 97, and Wichita 105. Some other reports in Kansas, mostly sunny 95.
Kill. I will kill. I'll come back, find out who built this place, come back and kill them.
At 6 p.m., radar indicated the light showers were moving into Donovan County. Movement is to the east at 30 miles per hour. Once again at 6 p.m., partly sunny skies in Topeka, the temperature 100. We can expect partly cloudy skies tonight with a
people are nuts in Kansas. They're just nuts. I would be too if I lived there for any length of time. Everything's flat. Your brain goes flat. If you live there for 2 or 3 months, if you're there for a couple years, you're just not human anymore. And you do things that non-human types will do. I hope never to be associated with anyone who lives in Kansas or has lived there. I think tornadoes belong there. I think any kind of pestilence that exists should exist there. I think mental depravity belongs there. I don't think I belong there. It's just amazing. You'd go for hours and hours, and as far as the eye could see, flat stuff, flat land. The cows standing up seems somewhat of an imposition on this vast horizon. The definition of flat is Kansas. That's one of them. Kansas might also be the definition of boredom. It might also be the definition of cattle feces. Kansas.
It's a little overcast today, and that would be good if it stays that way, because it's supposed to be hot. Don't want to push the car.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing some mountains, for crying the hell out loud. Aren't you?
Hey! Pull over. Okay, we got stuff blowing out of the car now. We basic check.
What happened? Wind blew the bag apart. Blew out some of my receipts from my deposits in my checking account.
Where are they now?
Kansas. At least they didn't blow out any blank checks. Or they have some cowpoke withdrawing my savings. Thank God for small favors. We're now running on mountain time. Gotta set the watches back an hour. I feel an hour younger already. I can just feel the nubs on my face. They all went back in. Nice feeling, it really is. Had to go to the bathroom a little while ago. Now that we went back in time, I don't have to go. It really comes in handy sometimes. Land still looks the same though.
our way to Colorado Springs. Garden of Gods. And if I may be so bold, you could be looking at one. Probably not though, probably not. But I'm working at it. I'm working at it. Lots of rocks, lots of interesting rock formations. You had the old Scotsman sort of peering out above the trees. Kind of looks like he might be, well, kind of looks like he couldn't find a men's room from my point of view, if you know what I'm talking about. Bouncing rock was a very strange phenomenon. Perched up on top of the little hill there, looking like it could just come loose any day now, and while little Billy is posing underneath so that Mommy and Daddy can take a shot of him, the rock just disengages and makes a very uniform meat patty out of little Billy. And then Mommy and Daddy have the little souvenir of Billy to take home and hang on their wall and say, yes, we were at Bouncing Rock and it crushed our little boy, but you win a few, you lose a few. I don't know.
Yo, Chief,
How you doing, Steve?
Where are we? What's this place?
Bathroom. It's a hotel, I think, and it's called the Buffalo Inn or something. Lodge. Yes, yes. Just take a look at this bathroom. This is the deluxe bathroom. No outlets. Light bulb, no light bulb. This whole floor was soaked. And here's the deluxe shower stall, complete with athlete's infection, athlete's foot fungus, and it's a nice light bulb up there so you can hook in some electric wires and just electrocute yourself if you'd like to. What else? Oh, there's no phone. There's no phone in here. You had to go to the office to make your phone calls. Electrical outlets were real hard to come by. And that's about it. Of course, anybody could walk right in the window if they can cut through the screen. And I'm gonna go back and finish what I was doing if you don't mind, because neighbors are out there watching, and I just want to get going. I'd like to get an early start today. I'm going to try and cover a lot of area. We'll see what happens. Hi kids, we're headed for the dunes, the great sand dunes of Colorado. Don't ask me why. What's so important about sand? Aesthetic value. To make these trips, you gotta take some pictures and try and make everybody believe that the whole thing was worthwhile. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do. Since we're out west now, I brought along this toothpick for the effect. What do you think? Oh, damn it to hell, I left my sideburns home. You can't have everything.
Hi, could you be $8, please?
All right. Thank you. And somebody finds that videotape, they're gonna make $1 million. Uh-oh. What's the matter? Smoke. Inside the car.
It's coming from the back there. As soon as you find a place to park, one of those pullover places, do it.
Shit.
Car 13 to car 15.
Go ahead, Jay.
Yeah, I've got a car at bottomless pit. Transmission was heating up. It didn't break a seal or dump, and he's still pulling. I'm going to leave him here, let it cool down, take him to the top, and then two of them probably get a ride down with a tourist, and then I'll drop on down. I'll be down about 5:30. That way we don't run a chance of a tow truck on a Sunday evening.
Oh, that sounds good. There's no hurry.
That's what I figured. might be a couple minutes late, but that would avoid a future problem because they want to see the top, they've got video equipment and so forth.
Okay, that sounds right.
Been to LA?
Yeah, a few times.
Fun, isn't it?
Yeah, I have a lot of fun there. You sure got the knack of this.
Well, I'm a school teacher. I did it in the summers. I started in 1960. Here you are. Right. Usually you'll find a couple guys or something glad to haul you down and just go. Yeah. So for them, worse comes to worse. That last card can bring you down. Well, have fun.
Okay, thanks again.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
All right, good luck to you.
All right.
Tremendously scenic view. It was incredible view. It was fantastic. Land, mountains, clouds. It was like a view from Olympus. Jeez, it's incredible. I don't know why I didn't decide to live there. Live on top of Pikes Peak. I don't know why I didn't live there. If you want food, you could kill mountain goats or mountain shrubbery, live off of that. I don't know. What a great place to raise a family and overlook all of humanity.
Oh, man.
I ain't gonna let you see mine, Joey.
I'm gonna go get me water. Okay, I'll trade you.
I got 6 of them.
Hurry.
Oh. Oh, come look.
Man, get out of the way.
What's going on?
Try to get the hell out of here in one piece. See if the car's okay, see if my wallet's in there, see if we can get the fuck down without dying, okay?
Hey, I found some water over there. Way over there. I found some water over here.
Sunburn and it started to heat up on me.
Oh, yeah?
So we stopped it and it...
Can you get in there?
Yeah.
A little crowded back there. Jerry, you hold that up there right there. Now, we don't go fast and she gets a little scared. So.
Don't worry about it.
So have you seen me dive this way?
Yeah, we seen a car down there.
Yeah, it's like dark brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me.
Would you have to get some water or what?
Well, the transmission started heating up, and I didn't think I was going to make it.
So you walked up here?
Well, we parked it, and then a truck gave us a ride the rest of the way. A Ranger.
Oh, this is what happens to
You should have seen the guy that brought us up here. God.
Paranoid or just going fast?
Yeah. Fast.
Did he
some guys do that. That's not my cup of tea.
No. Especially if you want to live a little while.
Well, I don't want my bugger to heat up. So just slow down, nice and casual.
Yeah, and since I'm on the outside, let's go really slow.
Do you know much about cars?
Not that much.
I was getting a little bit of smoke from that thing, and I think all it did was heat up on me.
You was traveling what? Second or?
Yeah.
Going down should be better.
No, yeah, it should be better.
Lake is pretty. I got a snapshot of the lake there. I'm just going to pull right over here in a second.
Can you? 99.9
Yeah. Get my other camera.
Any words?
No.
How come?
'Cause too busy.
But in many years, you'll laugh at this.
I know.
How do you feel right now?
How do you feel? I don't know how I feel.
I feel like there's a threat on my life getting off this Pikes Peak.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what's going through your mind?
Brakes, transmission, California, money. So there's a way to cool things off. Feel a little better. Don't smell anything burning. Car seems to be running. Got some transmission fluid in there. Brakes seem to be working okay. When we get down to the bottom, check it again. Maybe add some more fluid. Hopefully make it to LA. Kind of fun, but glad that shit's all over, you know? Seven Falls. Well, they weren't Niagara, but they were entertaining nonetheless. I was waiting for little Johnny and his inner tube to go, try and take the falls. That would have made the evening somewhat entertaining, but
or let's say more entertaining than it already was, because as we all know, watching waterfalls can be a favorite pastime of many an American. And you had 7 of them. 7 of them, 7, count them, 7 falls to choose from to spend your time looking at this falling water. Really, it was quite nice. At nighttime, cool night air and just feeling the spray of the falls hitting your face and your lens from your cameras. Really feel in touch with nature. I don't know. Apparently, I can't say enough good things about the falls.
Well, everything's falling the hell apart, Steve, to tell you the truth. We were driving along the other day, and the heat and the wind popped the crystal off my watch and consequently ruined it. So it looks like I need a new watch. Car, as we all know by now, we had transmission problems and a little bit concerned about the brakes. Today I'm drying my hair and the hair dryer goes to shit. And so we're just having a great time. Well, we're in the Rockies, and just as in Pikes Peak, the altitudes tend to make you a little bit dizzy. Takes a little getting used to, but after a while, you get the feel of it. And as you can see, the scenery is pretty scenery. I'd say from what we've seen so far, this is the closest thing to desolation we've yet encountered. As far as this town itself and from other indications of other areas, it's just really hard living. You know, I mean, they don't have a lot of things. Liquor stores are rare, and you go into one and you can't find things that you're used to seeing. Newspapers, certain newspapers are hard to get, can't get USA Today. People with, you know, something special upstairs. It's really hard to come by out here, and you get to wondering just exactly where you are when you're out on that highway in the middle of nowhere in a scenario that looks reminiscent of Mars or one of the vastly distant planets in the universe. It's incredible. It's awesome. It's scary, and we'll try to get the hell out of here as soon as we can. Stop now. Driven about 10, 20 miles maybe. Still no sign of Donnie and Marie. Haven't seen any Mormon either. More people, more men, more women. I don't know. Pretty desolate state. Bit scenic though, a bit scenic. I'll give it that. I'm gonna check the transmission out. Looks good to me. Sometimes when you're traveling on that open road for hours and hours, watching that white line whizzing by in the open landscape, whirring beneath your tires, the sound of the tires on the asphalt, constant and hypnotic. Things can become very comfortable, very relaxing. You start to drift. You start to drift and get up early tomorrow. Have to get to the bank.
It's hot! Ah! I was doing okay until now. I can't take it anymore. Ah, Tuckerville hurricane. I wish we'd have one just to get over this heat. I bet you it'll be us and the asbestos people. Oh, okay. Oh. Gambling time. Nevada. The Silver State. The Furnace State. No place to get gas, no place to cool off, no water, no water, nothing, just dry, hot, sweltering, hellish land, dry.
lose your cares, lose your shirt. Las Vegas, Nevada.
Hey, I feel pretty good today because I know that unless something unforeseen happens, this will be the last time I'll be doing this. Packing my clothes away to head off to another place for some time. Yeah, so we're in Vegas, going to be heading out to LA. It's going to be a hot one again. We originally thought about doing it at night, but the schedules just don't always work out that way. We'll only be traveling about 6 hours. If we made it yesterday through all that desert, I don't think we'll do too bad today either.
Was incredibly hot. It was hot. I don't know how. You could turn the heater on in the car, and that was like air conditioning to the heat. It was cooler than the air outside. It was cooler to keep the windows closed. Because if you have your windows open in that heat and it's blowing in your face, you just get parched. You completely parched. You're dehydrated within a matter of seconds. It's ungodly. It's satanic. It is satanic in itself. It is Satan. I believe it itself is Satan. It is completely unbearable.
And we ain't got any gypsy moss. There's a guy from Jersey. Get him.
Kill him.
That was the biggest kick at all.
Don't take my pizza. What's that, camera?
Oh, he's nuts.
I don't think we're gonna make it, Mom. I don't think we're gonna make it, Mom. I don't think we're gonna make it, Mom.
I don't think we're gonna make it, Mom. I don't think we're gonna make it, Mom. I don't think we're gonna make it, Mom. I don't think we're gonna make it, Mom. I don't think we're gonna make it, Mom. I don't think we're gonna make it, Mom. I don't think we're gonna make it, Mom. I don't think we're gonna make it, Mom. I don't think we're gonna make it, Mom. I don't think we're gonna make it, Mom. I don't think we're gonna make it, Mom. I don't think we're gonna make it, Mom. I don't think we're gonna make it, Mom. I don't think we're gonna make it, Mom. I don't think we're gonna make it, Mom. I don't think we're gonna make it, Mom. I don't think we're gonna make it, Mom. I don't think we're gonna make it, Mom. I don't think we're gonna make it, Mom. I don't think we're gonna make it, Mom. I don't think we're gonna make it, Mom. I don't think we're gonna make it, Mom. I don't think we're gonna make it, Mom. I don't think we're gonna make it, Mom. I don't think we're gonna make it, Mom. I don't think we're gonna make it, Mom. I don't think we're gonna make it, Mom. I don't think we're gonna make it, Mom. I don't think we're gonna make it, Mom. I don't think we're gonna make it, Mom. I don't think we're g
You're fantastic if you stay. 'Cause that's how I do it. Yeah, they. Oh, don't stop now. Hold on to stay. 'Cause that's how I do it. Yeah, they.
Tommy, who are you kidding? When you pulled in the driveway, you looked right in the window.
No, I didn't.
Here, want a sip of beer?
I want to give you a kiss too.
Go ahead, kiss the kissing.
What's going on here? Who's in our house?
Hey, what? Who's that for? Is what I want to know. I got the play. I'm sorry, honey. It's all on film now. It's too late.
Oh no. Now I have to move to another state.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Get lights. Lights. We need lights.
What are you filming? You filming me pouring apple juice?
Yeah, sure. Let me help you. Jason, ready
Crazy.
for a ride?
So you guys made it all the way back here so fast.
He's yours?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hi.
Got some coffee for you. Is there any left in there?
Yeah.
So how'd the morning go?
Oh, just great. Diana needed a new thermostat and a switch. Came to about 60-some bucks.
How much?
60-some.
About $7, $68. Hey Dave, did you give it a try? I guess you got it. Yeah.
So what is this?
It's vacuum sealed. Oh, goody.
A whole lot left.
Yeah. It is. Well, a couple of cups.
I would like to get my car washed and do my laundry there.
Well, if you
Laundry takes about an hour and 10 minutes.
Well, someone's down there now.
But I mean, you could always get that done tomorrow,
Yeah.
you know, because today, I don't know how to use this.
Could you do me a big favor tomorrow? When they're doing this, could you take my car and do that?
Yeah, I mean,
Or do you
sure,
want to
yeah,
do that?
yeah, no problem, because I'll do mine too. I'll do both of them. So, how do you do this?
I don't know why. Oh, you want to work it now?
Yeah, to warm up the coffee.
Well, why don't you read it?
Did you read it, start reading it already?
I started, but I didn't get too far.
Time pad.
Do not blow it up. Yeah, don't mess up the time. Oh, yeah, the time's okay.
Now what?
Happy as hell. Sure am.
The Queen Mary, for those of you who don't know, is a large queen. She's docked in a bay, and they keep her alive by having tourists come in and give her money. She floats. She floats, she howls, she screams, she yells. Come one, come all, to see the floating queen, the Queen Mary, the hugest queen of them all. The goose, the spruce goose, the gooser, the spruce one, the spruce goose, yes. The goose is a big bird. It's a big bird. It sits and you can check it out. It's a big bird. Actually, it's a big plane. It's a big plane that was a brainchild of Howard Hughes. Barely got off the ground. It did get off the ground for a short period of time. But now it sits under this dome, and tourists can come in and check out the goose, check out this huge plane. We did the Universal thing. Yeah, you go through a little tour. You take the tram, and they show you little trivial things about movies. Oh, you get to see Jaws, and you get to see the Psycho Mansion. You know, the old Hitchcock thing. You get to check that out. You get to see some special effects. You get to see where, you know, the Beeve lived, Beaver Cleaver and family, Wally, and Universal. Yeah, a great place to visit once at least, or once, period. I don't know.
Hey, I'm sucking. Good. Very good.
I don't
Hi.
piece.
I don't know if it's all one piece or not.
Oh,
So
great.
far, one glass broke.
Oh, did you check up your list and all that?
Yeah. Extra package.
Well, you're probably saying to yourself, come on, Dave. Give us the real reasons why you left New Jersey. I do like the weather in California, even though it does get a little boring from being so sunny all the time, especially in L.A. A little tired of the humidity back east, and the snow sometimes gets to you, especially when you have to drive in it. But all things considered, I do like the weather. It gets a little smoggy sometimes, but it's pretty consistently pleasant. Also, I have some friends in L.A., not that I don't have them back east, but it makes it much easier to settle down somewhere else when you got friends there. I do miss people back east, and I'm hoping to see them often enough. Miss my family and friends and foes and a bunch of people who made my life very enjoyable and pleasing, and I even miss those who made my life very difficult and uncomfortable. Had good times every time I came out on vacation. Lots of things to do, restaurants, entertainment, things to see, the usual. Something new. That was another reason. And, of course, there's also the anticipation of hitting the big time in the old music biz.